We are live. Hey, RealFam. Welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I've been live, but if you're joining in, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Please don't be surprised. I'm also logged in on my YouTube channel. On my TikTok. So I'm going to be looking both ways. But anyway, hope you're doing amazing, real fam. I haven't been live for a while. Hello. Welcome, everybody. How you guys doing? Anyway, let me introduce myself for those that haven't seen me for a while. I haven't been on TikTok for a while. I haven't been live on YouTube for a while, but I'm multitasking. So my name is Nthabi and it's cold. That's why I have a blankie. So I share mainly, excuse me. Ooh. Hey guys, let me have a drink. Are you guys making me nervous? Why am I coughing? Why am I coughing? I'm not accepting any invites. No, I'm not accepting any invites. Okay, anyway, let me firstly do in the intro, guys. So I create content mainly about empowerment and transformation. I'm on YouTube as Real Talk with Nthabi, and I really love this space. And recently, I've been sharing content, of course, about my recent divorce. So I've been divorced for a year and a half. So because I have a new podcast, and my podcast is called Sis Give Yourself Grace Podcast. Hey, Alfie. Okay, I'm drinking, Alfie. So there's a friend of mine, Alfie, is saying that I must drink so that my throat is clear. I am, my friend. I'm having some vitamin C. By the way, I'm having hot water and orange, not lemon, but orange. So, okay, going back to what I was saying, I recently got divorced. It's been a year and a half of me being divorced, and I recently started a podcast, which is Just Give Yourself Grace podcast. It has been there for a while. I just haven't, been putting together enough content on it, but it's there. It's also available on Spotify as Sis Give Yourself Grace podcast. So you're welcome to check it out there. So the reason why I started this podcast, the Real Fam, was really or not the podcast, but the divorce series, was really to share my side of the story, to share what my experience was through my divorce, and not in any way, Real Fam, to say that um, I want to bash my ex-husband or to kind of speak ill of my marriage or whatever, but just to share my experience. I believe that, even through divorce, whether you divorce or you break up, even in a relationship, I don't think you should be mean to each other. Situations can be different. Maybe I'm speaking from a sense of a person who feels like they want to make peace, whatever. But I don't know how your relationships or your breakups, your divorces were, but I believe in peace. I believe in choosing your own peace. Forgive where you can and let go of what no longer serves you. I think that's important. So not in any way does my content constitutes to, trying to bash other people, bring pain to other people, or somehow, bring problems or fights or whatever, or you get what I mean. So I also respect that we are no longer together, we are divorced, and it's my story against his. I cannot be speaking on his behalf while he's not here to defend himself. So I can only say so much. Thank you so much. Do tap, 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 there. Tap, guys. I'll appreciate it. I haven't been doing a live video for a while, but I usually see people tapping, 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 and I just tap. When they say tap, I just go in and tap, 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 and I would see 1,000 likes. Thank you for the love, Alfie. I would see 1,000 hearts. The number going on to, yeah. So do tap tap there. I'll appreciate it. So yeah. So recently I shared about 2 episodes. So the first episode that I got, it really got people boiling in a way. I don't know. I don't know. People were boiling. Why am I saying that? So when I shared my first episode, I said that I had to relive the experience of being married while I was talking about my divorce experience. So I had to relive that moment. And some comments were like, why do you choose to relive the moment? Why do you want to relive that moment of divorce or whatever? And I'm like, there's no way that you can speak about an experience or something that you've experienced but not really reliving that experience and just tapping back to how that experience was. Oh, thank you for the love, and thank you for the hearts. I see them. I see them. I see the hearts. I see the hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. RealFam, also on YouTube, you can do the hearts. Do the most, okay? I'll appreciate it. I'll appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so kind, Alfie. Stop it. I like it. Okay. So what I picked up, now let's talk. Let's stop drinking and start talking. The throat is clear now. So what I've noticed, real fam, is that when you start talking about your experience, when you start talking about things that happen to you, it's easy for some people to assume that you are still trapped in the past or you are not healed from your past. And real fam, I just want to say this. When you speak about your experience, when you speak about what you've been through or what you've experienced in life, not in any way does it say that you haven't healed. Not in any way does it say that you haven't dealt with whatever that you've been through. But what it means, real fam, is that you are obviously healing. So for me, talking about my experience is just expressing the healing that I've received, the healing that I'm constantly getting. Because if I wasn't healed from my divorce, I wouldn't be talking about it. I wouldn't be talking about it. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm encouraging you to divorce or whatever. Hey, I'm not encouraging you to do that. All I'm saying is that um, it's an experience that I had. It wasn't a pleasant experience. I still imagine myself being someone's wife, and it was great while it lasted. But there are lessons to be learned. I believe that there's so many lessons that we learn from our experiences. So I just recorded a video today, which will be on YouTube on Wednesday. Okay. I'm tempted to put it out tomorrow, but I'm going to be editing it. So it's going to be out on Wednesday. All right. So I'm going to talk to you about why or what I regret not doing in my marriage. Things that I regret not doing in my marriage. So some of the things that I regret not doing, RealFam, is to talk to my mom. Thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the heart. I appreciate it so much. So something that I regretted was not talking to my parents, especially my mom, about things that were going on in my marriage. So, just to give you a backstory, hey Gamu, thank you so much. Just to give you a backstory, real fam, you know um when you are from a family where obviously growing up things were great, sometimes they were not. You know, there's a moment where you feel like you're at disadvantage and all of that. So I feel like real fam, that experience had influence in certain decisions that I made. So the decision that I made, real fam, was that never will I ever want to see my mom's tears. The only tears I want to see from my mom are the tears of joy. And me wanting to see the tears of joy, real fam, meant that I don't, I'm not going to say anything that will hurt my mom. I'm not going to say anything that makes my mom sad or whatever the case may be. And having said that, real fam, that made me to keep quiet about things that I was experiencing, to keep quiet about things that were bothering me. I would not speak to my mom about it. I would not really share much. I would speak to either a friend, speak to either whether I was doing counseling or whatever, I would speak to someone else, but not my mother. And sometimes, real fam, you want to speak to your mother. Like sometimes you feel like you need your mother's love, your mother's comfort. Sometimes not for your mom to come and make things right, but sometimes for your mom to just be there, to be there and just be your mom. I don't know if I'm making sense, but sometimes you want that. And those are some of the things that I regret. I really regret not allowing my mom to play that role in my life. And I got so convicted when at this point my cousin said to me that, you know what, as much as you were not hey Sandra, I see you, girl. As much as you are hiding things from your mother that are going on in your marriage or before you even got divorced, some of those things, hey sis, um as much as you are hiding all of that, you think to yourself that you are actually protecting your mother, because you're saying the only tears you want to see are those of joy from your mother. And that was me, guys. That was me. I was clear that the only tears I want to see from my mom are those of joy. So I bottled things up. I spoke to friends, but never spoke to my mom. And my cousin said this to me. My cousin said, you know what you are doing, you are denying your mother from playing her role of a mother. You think you're protecting her, but instead you are bringing her more pain because you are trying to take her role of a mother. You're trying to take her role of a mother. Just because you feel like you don't want to hurt her or bring her pain and all of that does not mean that she doesn't deserve to know what's happening in your life. By the way, I'm a child. At the end of the day, so as a child, I'm supposed to be a child and continue to be a child. But now I was being the bigger person and saying, no, I don't want to hurt my mom. And at that time, I needed my mom. And after my divorce, some of the things I thought about was like, okay, maybe if I spoke to my mom earlier, maybe I would have saved my marriage. Maybe certain things needed me to cry to my mom, and my mom would kind of guide me. Because sometimes we overlook elders advices and all of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I decided that I'm getting divorced, I'm divorcing because I chose to get divorced. Like I initiated it because I was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm out. Thank you. But it's not working out. I decided to leave, right? And that at that time, no amount of conversations between families or counseling or whatever was gonna um, help solve what was happening in our marriage. So none of that was gonna help. I had already made my decision. But now tapping back to the fact that I was not open to my mom, even my dad, because if I tell my dad how "Phela ke mosadi ya gagwe, o tlo etsang?" He's gonna go and tell his girl, and they'll be like, "How?" He'll be like, "Our young girl is going through the most." So there was no way that my mom was not gonna find out. So I was trying to protect, and I didn't tell both of them, right? So that really affected me a lot because I spent years being in pain and not talking to my mom and whatever. My love, where's again topic here? I just did a video now on my YouTube channel for my YouTube channel. I'm gonna edit it and upload it. So I've been doing a series on my divorce. So it's a short series. It's probably gonna be 5 episodes. I'm currently on the third episode. So no, on Wednesday I'm uploading the third episode. So currently 2 episodes are out, right? So I'm just sharing my experience. I'm sharing how marriage made me feel and what I came out of marriage with, right? And not in any way to say I'm promoting divorce or anything like that, because sometimes when you talk about something, people think, oh, it's like you're promoting it, whatever. And not in any way am I trying to bash um Real Talk as well. Yes, my love, on Real Talk with Nthabi, my YouTube channel, I get it, is Real Talk with Nthabi. Yes, yes, it's Real Talk with Nthabi on YouTube, babe. Thank you. And I should have you on my podcast. I'm just saying, this is me shooting my shot. It's a you must shoot your shot. I'm shooting my shot, Sandra, that I need to have you on my podcast because you're doing amazing. Bona, Jekyll. Definitely, you are a powerhouse. There's no way the world needs to hear you. The world needs to just you know be connected to you because you're doing amazing, girl, and I love it for you. And continue because we see it and we are inspired. Okay. And yeah, I'm all about giving ourselves grace. So definitely, I would want to know how you give yourself grace. So yeah, I'm all over the place, but yeah, I think this video was also just mainly to say that, hey, that series is out there, and also to share a glimpse of what made me like certain decisions that I regretted doing, certain things that I regretted. And maybe let me just give my takeaway. It's late now. People are about to sleep. Eh, mara ko TikTok a go robala. Yo, people don't sleep on TikTok. On YouTube, people sleep unless you are connecting to people from different countries, got different time slots. Mo TikTok a go robala. Ke kgona go phapama ka bo ma 3. Hey, ke re TikTok batho ba life yo it's alive and kicking matlho a botse ko re ba serious. I know TikTok respect. So what's my takeaway from this? What I want you to take away from what I'm saying is that if you family, people close to you, about things that are happening in your marriage, I need you to really think deep about it, because sometimes, guys, we think that we are strong enough to handle things on our own, and sometimes even your friends, because family is different, guys. Your friends and your family, two different things. Your friends can speak to you, you can get comfort or whatever, but it's different when you speak to family. For me, the closest person that knew everything about my marriage and things that were going on was my sister. But there's nothing like that love of a mother. Real family. Before the so I decided to leave my marriage I think it was around November. December, I go home for December holidays. Um, I spent Christmas, New Year's smiling with my family, faking it. My family thinking that I was happy, I was fine. Kanti, I wasn't. And believe me when I say that my mom, for some reason, later she told me that, I sensed that something was wrong. You were not yourself. I asked at some point she asked me a question and she said that my response made her question, made her question if I was okay. So what I'm trying to say to you is that don't try to be strong. Even the strongest break, and you are not going to be a superwoman and try to control things and do things your way. Sometimes all you need is to share what's in your heart with your mother or with your father or someone close to you. Because some people don't have great relationships with their mothers. It's okay. Some they've lost their mothers or whatever. I'm grateful to still have mine and still feel that warmth from a mother. If you don't have that, I'm sorry, but I'm sure there's someone that really plays that role. So what I'm trying to say is that please find someone who can really help you heal, help you deal with whatever that you're going through, and do not bottle things up. Do not keep things to yourself. Do not think that not sharing. Hey, David. Thank you so much for the hugs. I appreciate it so much. Do not think that not talking about it will not help, because as much as you can talk to God, as much as you can share to God how you feel, what you're experiencing, and all of that, the truth of the matter is those closer to you, there's a reason why God has brought certain people to your life. There's a reason why God has allowed you to be someone else's child or whatever, or that specific person's child. Okay, I believe that everything happens for a reason. So don't deny yourself, you know the joy of getting that warmth from your family, your mother, your father. And a lesson that you can take is that you really need to speak to someone. You think is right is not always right. And I'm guilty of that. What I thought I was doing right was not right. I thought that by not telling my mom that I was actually going through difficulties in my marriage, not telling her, I thought I was protecting her, only to find that I'm actually bringing her more pain, only to find that what I'm doing, I'm depriving her from playing her role as a mom in my life. So, this is a lesson to me, and I'm grateful to my cousin who highlighted that to me, because I think to this day I wouldn't have really thought about it that way, because the first point was, you are the child. You are the child. She is your mom. And her role is to love you, to care for you as a mom. You as a child, you need to cry to who? To your mother. And it it only clicked later that mm-mm. Really what I did was to rob my mom the opportunity to play her role as a mom, and I robbed myself the opportunity to be a child. I wanted to be a grown up, thinking that I've got things figured out. You don't have things figured out. Like, you will never have things figured out in life. So it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to understand that you are not the strongest that you think you are. And even the strongest break, the phrase that I usually use to say, even the strongest break, came from my moments when things were not going well by me, and I started realizing that no, 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 no. I've been strong all my life. I've been strong all this time. And the danger of trying to be strong all the time is that even the people close to you, your loved ones, they'll get used to you being strong. They'll get used to the fact that, oh no, and Tabby is always strong. She has this figured out. She's okay. And they'll believe that, oh no, she'll handle it. Whatever that she's going through, she'll be able to handle it. And the danger there is that when they are used to that, or when you make them believe that you are always okay, when you are at your worst, it will be hard for you to even get help because they think you're okay. And trust me when I say that I've always been that. I've always been this um, fixer in my family, wanting to fix things, to make sure that everyone is okay and all of that. I mean, I still do that to some extent, but I had to realize that I cannot actually be like act like I'm strong. I've got everything figured out every time. And now, when we speak about matters of the heart, is different. You see, when we speak about work, when we speak about things that need to get done, and all of that, I'm here. I can navigate through that. But matters of the heart, being vulnerable about how you feel, being hurt, or being in pain, it's a different story. It's a different story. So there was no way that I could just really what be okay and fix my problems. What's that saying? A doctor cannot heal himself, right? In this case, a doctor cannot heal herself, right? I cannot heal myself. I cannot. And I didn't. But I think, just to summarize this, real fam, yeah, we left with 3 minutes. Just to summarize this, I'm grateful that to have I got to experience marriage. I still think that I'll still experience marriage again, and hopefully this time it will be for forever. I wouldn't want to get married again and divorce. I pray that um, when it happens again, if God wants it to happen again, it becomes forever. Because I don't think anyone I mean, married to divorce. I don't think we get married to divorce. I don't think so anyway. So um, I believe that a lesson that I'm taking here is that marriage is a beautiful thing, and loving again is necessary. But loving again requires you to heal, to go through what issues you've experienced, to deal with the pain and all of that, so that you don't bleed onto others um, after. You can't just move on to a new relationship without healing, because it will end to disaster. Thank you very much, Dave. Definitely, healing is essential. It's essential. Um, it's been a year and what? A year and 6 months. I chose not to even get into dating or trying to be in a relationship or whatever, because I needed to heal. Because the truth is, had I chosen to be in a relationship while I've experienced what I've experienced after divorce, I would have been lying to myself. Because the first few months of me being divorced, the things that would come to my head, because I'm looking at my apartment right now. There would be moments where I would wake up in the middle of not in the middle of the night. I would be taking a nap just on a random day, and I would get up from my nap, And I would walk to the kitchen and I would look around and I'll be like, so I'm no longer married. I'm in my own apartment. I stay alone now. So I would have those things, those thoughts. So imagine me quickly moving on to another relationship and all of that. So I was gonna just randomly, yeah, think about it. I'm like, huh? So you are my new boyfriend. I'm no longer married to my husband. You get what I mean? So it's pointless. You need to heal. You need to go through the healing process, deal with it, and all of that. And healing is different for everyone. Healing is different for everyone. Like, healing is different. You cannot give anyone a formula. I don't even think there's a formula for anyone out there. Healing is essential, but healing doesn't have a formula or a timeline. And sometimes, even just when you think, oh, I've healed or whatever, there are certain triggers that come along the way. I've been getting that lately. There'll be certain triggers. It's like as you heal, healing unlocks certain wounds that were like hidden and all of that. And it's okay, because what that means is that you are actually going through it, you are healing. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you. It means that you are actually um like going deeper into that healing process. You are digging deeper and you are being you are working through your healing. Because, real fam, you can't say you are healing but you're really not being intentional about it. One thing I don't want to do is to get into another relationship and bleed on another person because I haven't healed from what I had. Okay? I don't want that. Because when you haven't healed, the minute you get into that relationship, already there is this brick wall that you create. And that brick wall, what it does is that you block anything that you might feel like, this is just not right or whatever. But sometimes what you're blocking is what you think is similar to what you have experienced. So when you heal, you are able to make peace with whatever that has happened in your life, and you are able to move on to something new with more intention, with and you become fully present in that new relationship. Because the truth is, if you are not fully present, it means how you are in two worlds. And you cannot be in two worlds. So you would rather what? Stay alone. You see how cold it is? You see how cold it is? Instead of wanting someone next to you to cuddle with, you cuddle with what? A hot water bottle. Some people make fun of the hot water bottle and say that they've got what's that, electric blankets or whatever. It's fine. I'll stay with my hot water bottle and my blankets. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Wanting to get cuddles and all of that, that time you're not even sure if you've healed and you have not went through that process. No, darling. You don't do that. You don't do that. And this is a message to ladies, guys. Don't just jump into a relationship. Um, there are those that jump into relationships, but they are not intentional about it. They're just there because it's a relationship. And let me tell you, if you try to date a married woman, I don't know. Let me not speak for other people. Let me not speak for other people. But if you have been married, when someone approaches you and wants to date you or whatever, like, just know something. There's no time to play. There's no, like, if you have experienced marriage and then you're gonna approach someone who has been married or has been in like a serious relationship, because what I understand is a serious relationship. Oh, the other relationships that are there, I don't understand what's there. And this thing of men lying to women, pretending that they love them, or else they know that they just want something and then they leave. Like, guys, in this day and age, come on. In this day and age, please come to me, right? Like, know your story when you meet a woman who wants something serious. This thing of people playing around, anyway, topic for another year, another time. But yeah, guys, like, who has time to, I mean, who has time to play? Like, it's different if you've been married, you know. So all I'm saying is that don't be out there trying to play with other people's feelings. Know what you want. That's where I'm like, heal, protect your heart, because you don't want any problems. And I'm not saying problems will not arise in future. Problems can arise in future, but as you heal, you are able to mature, and there's always growth that comes with whatever experience that you've experienced in life. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. I think I've been all over the place, but yeah, with that said, I think we can leave it. We can leave it. Thank you, David. I'm glad you agree with me. I'm glad you agree with me. Definitely. Like, I won't lie. I've been getting approached by people, and what's sad is that I've been getting approached by people that are married, and I just don't get it. I just don't get it that you are married. I mean, you are married, and like, what are you trying to do? Hmm. Why we divorce, or why I chose to divorce, is that I was letting go of things that didn't serve me and all of that. So why would you stay in a marriage if you still have eyes for other women out there? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I'll never get it. But I'm just praying about this. Can God just stop stop making me meet people that are married? It's not like I've been like actively looking for a relationship or whatever, but I just happen to um, get people who would approach me. You start a conversation, a person is married, but like, I like you and all that. I'm like, I've got interest in you, you know? Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Okay, let's do an affirmation of the day and then we are done. We are done. You on TikTok, you guys are not tapping. I don't know why you're not tapping, but it's fine. But yeah, we're wrapping up. So we're doing an affirmation for the day. So these cards, I got them from YouTube. YouTube sent me a package at some point, probably a year or 2 years ago. It's been a while. It's been a while. So those are affirmation cards. I love affirmations. So yeah, we're gonna do an affirmation for the night, and whatever it says, I think let's do three of them. Let's three. Yeah, we'll do three of them, and you'll choose whichever one that speaks to you. You'll choose. You'll choose whichever one speaks to you, then it means it's yours to take. So I'll just randomly pick a card. Then we're going to read it together. Okay. It says, be grateful for all that you have. Be grateful for all that you have. You have enough. Oh, I love it. I love it. Be grateful for what you have. You have enough. And I think, okay, my take from this card is that, even through any challenge you experience in life, there's just so much to be grateful for. Even when life happens, even when life shows you flames or whatever, understand that there's so much to be grateful for. And I think gratitude for me also goes with be grateful for all that you have. You have enough and you are enough. David, you're speaking to me, man. You're speaking to me. You are enough and you have enough. And enough can mean different things to different people. But enough for me can be getting up in the morning, being able to see a brand new day, being able to get into my car, drive to work, listen to my beautiful music, and get an opportunity to do my best or to serve. Okay? That is a blessing. That is a blessing on its own. There's so much to be grateful for. Having that cup of coffee, being able to have that breakfast meal. And sometimes we like complaining, RealFam. We like complaining. You would be eating something, you'll be complaining, I don't think I love this cereal. This sandwich is not nice. Someone doesn't even have that sandwich. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about the fact that someone out there doesn't even have that sandwich? Yes, maybe it was not made to the core, to the way or the taste that you like. But the truth is, you are blessed with that sandwich, unlike someone who has nothing at all. Instead of you saying, God, thank you, I'm grateful for this sandwich, I'm grateful for this blessing that you have given me, I'm grateful, Lord, for all that I have, I'm grateful that I have a meal for today. I'm grateful that I was able to wake up and be here and make it to work. I'm grateful to be earning the salary that I'm earning. Even though you complain every day to say, you know what, I want more money. Yes, we want more money, whatever, but are you grateful for what you have? As much as you want more, the question is, are you grateful for what you have now? Eish. I think I'll leave it there. Are you grateful for what you have now? So I'll leave it there. Let's go to another cut. We are preaching now. Let's go to another cut. Let's go to another cut. It better not be the same cut. Hey, Rockland Hot Online TV. Hey, how are you? Grateful I'm still here. Grateful to see you. Grateful that you're still here. And how's the music going? How is it going? Huh? You were my old client and then you left, huh? Huh? Who's handling your branding now? Hey, you have dumped me, my client, huh? My old-time client. When I speak about, the OGs of IL Designs, clients that supported my company from the beginning or when it started, we're speaking about Rockland Hood Online TV, okay? Anyway, let's go to the second card. Okay, the second card says, it is in the midst of change we often discover wings we never knew we had. Mm, you can fly. These cats are talking. These cats are talking. It is in the midst of change we often discover wings we never knew we had. You can fly. Yo, you can fly. And what it says to me, I don't know what it's saying to you, but what it's saying to me is that even in moments when things don't go your way, that's when you realize the power that is within you, the power that is instilled in you. No matter the challenge, no matter the experience, whatever, there is power within you. You can fly. You can fly, RealFam. You can fly. And sometimes it's through, I want to base it on something. I want to make an example of something. Often Often when you experience challenge, or let's assume that you lose a job, or you lose a business deal or an opportunity. Sometimes you think that that opportunity was like the best opportunity you needed for that breakthrough. And sometimes not realizing that actually you wanted that opportunity, but God wanted something better for you. God actually wanted something better for you, right? God wanted more for you. You wanted a piece of chicken. God wanted to what? To give you a full chicken. Do you realize that? So I think that's what it sees, because the midst of change means sometimes you need to get out of that comfort zone and be, in an uncomfortable space to figure out life, to figure out yourself. Sometimes you need to stop being afraid of really tapping out of yourself and doing something. You need to stop thinking or worrying about what tomorrow may bring, because I think we often focus a lot on what tomorrow may bring without realizing that actually God is the provider. God can turn things around for you without you realizing. He will turn things around for you. So all I'm saying to you, real fam, is that you need to remember that your problem is not bigger than God. And the challenge that you think is big, it's really not big. God has more coming. God has more plans, better plans. Maybe you wanted that opportunity so bad, only to find that the coming opportunity will actually give you better than what you wanted. And I'm telling you this from experience. I'll tell you what happened. At some point I applied for a job. So I was self-employed for a while, and then I decided to go back to the job market. When I went back to the job market, or when I started applying, this company offered me a position that I applied for, but the money that they were willing to pay me was just, you know, not the greatest. And let me tell you, I was so willing to take it, because I don't know, I think I was speaking from a desperate thing of just wanting to get a job or whatever. I was applying on other things and all of that. And I was so willing to take that. But I remember when I sent them, okay, my expectations, my remuneration and all that, they said that, oh, sorry, we cannot afford you. And guess what? A few months later, I get a response from another company that I had applied for. And believe me when I say that that company was like, okay, um, this is what we're offering you. Real fam, that company offered me more than double what that company was willing to offer me. Now tell me if that's not God. Tell me if that's not God, because had I settled for maybe a little offer that they were willing to offer me, I would have missed out on another opportunity. So, in summary, someone might think that you are not worthy of something, but next door they might think that you are worth more than that. Mm, I'm loving these affirmations. God help me. I think I want to wake up every morning before we start the day and do affirmations. I don't know if you would watch those videos, but I think I want to do that. Do a live session on affirmations. I'll leave this one there. I hope you took something out of it. So we're doing the last one. Or should we push our video to an hour? We left with 10 minutes. We can do two more. We can do two more affirmations of the day. So whichever card speaks to you, take it. Let it speak to you. Let it speak to your heart. Pray about it. You'll never know. God speaks to us in different ways, eh? God has a way of speaking to us in different ways. Pursue wholeness instead of perfection. I love it. Pursue wholeness instead of perfection. Oh, I love this. How many times do we lose out on being ourselves because we're trying to be this perfect people? How many times do we fail to execute ourselves the best way possible because we act like we want to be perfect? As much as I'm saying that, I believe that we are a work in progress. Yes, we want to perfect our crafts. We want to do things better. We want to continue to be the best versions of ourselves. We want to continue to excel in what we do. Basically, you want to perfect everything that you do. But I don't think we need to forget the fact that at the end of the day, we are not perfect human beings. We are a work in progress. And one of the reasons why I started a podcast, Sis Give Yourself Grace, is mainly because we often are so hard on ourselves that even when things don't go our way, we feel like we are failures. We didn't do, like we have failed. We cannot do better. We cannot become better people. We cannot become the best versions of ourselves. And sometimes it's just a matter of just you being content and being fully present and appreciating this present moment and enjoying every process and not trying to get to the destination before you can even build a strong foundation, if you get what I mean. So I feel like that's often what sometimes we do, so we need to look into that. Okay, the last one, and then we going. Tomorrow is work and it's 10:30. In SA it's 10:30. Dave, what time it is? What time is it that side? Okay, the last one. The last one says, Ish, guys, you have the power to create all the success and prosperity you deserve. You have power. Guys, if none of this, oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. The day is just starting that side. uh it's starting. Usually at 4:30, I'm thinking of leaving the office. That's usually that. You have power. Indeed, you have power. You have the power to create all the success and prosperity you deserve. Mm. This is speaking to me. It's speaking to me as well. That hey, even in doubt, just remember that you have the power instilled in you. You can create the life that you want. You have the power to create the success that you want. And I think this week, I mean, this week is only starting, but I think some of the thing, amen to this cat. This cat is speaking. It's speaking. It's speaking. You know what? If it's something that you need to remember, you can just screenshot it. Just screenshot the card so that you can remember what it says. Just screenshot it to remember what it says. You know, you have the power to create. I think this week, from yesterday, I think I started thinking this is the card for the evening. You have the power to create the power to create all the success and prosperity you deserve. You have the power. So this week, from yesterday, I really thought about the like a few years back when I planned certain things in my life, wanted certain things. And I look back at what I've achieved thus far, and I'm realizing that, you know what? There's so, like, I've got power to continue with this zeal. I've actually have power to even do more than what I've done. The power that God has instilled in me to be where I am today, it means that I can only get better and better from this point. And you know, when you look back and think about where you were years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and you look at where you are now, so much to be grateful for. At the same time, so much to realize that, hey, listen, I'm not here by mistake. God has placed me where I am. I am deserving to be here. Right? I think we're gonna leave it there, real fam. Thank you so much. Like, I'm loving these affirmations and I'm so tempted. My mornings are usually what I'm thinking about is traffic, getting to work. But I'm so tempted to do a video on affirmations in the morning before I go to work with you. I'm tempted, and a video that you will catch up on later. I'm so tempted. Really tempted. I'm really tempted to do it. Because yeah, today's affirmation spoke to me. I don't know if they did with you, but definitely they spoke to me. They spoke to me, and I am so grateful. And thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so, so much. Dave, thank you so much for always showing my channel some love. I appreciate it so, so much. I don't take it for granted at all. So, yeah, it's winter in SA. So, definitely it's past. Okay, yeah, past my bedtime. But yeah, I'll probably spend another hour just looking at my laptop before I fall asleep. And yeah, but I think we can leave it here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And like I always say, please continue to make each and every day count. Thank you so much, David. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Like, honestly, I'm so tempted to do the affirmations, and I think I'll do them as like as a reading, but also as some kind of inspiration to someone, you know. And I think with with the desire to actually hope that someone takes something, or yeah, gets to take something out of it, you know. I think affirmations also are just also motivations, like a boost for you to really get up and do better, or realize your gratitude moments, realize so much that God has set for you out there. So yeah, I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna leave now. This is good evening and good night and good night because yeah, it is cold in SA. Ooh, it is cold in SA, and me and winter are not friends. I don't know how I made it this far, but I've got a blanket, so I've been keeping warm. So yeah. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much and cheers.